Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
As they say in PIHL hockey, let's do that PIHL hockey. Hello, good evening, and welcome back to the Ice Castle at the trackside rink here in Castle Shannon, Pennsylvania for the nightcap of our PIHL Hockey Night Live doubleheader on TenbandTV, presented by Kevin's Pharmacy. We wind down Week 18 of the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Hockey League regular season by renewing a South Hills rivalry in the league's top classification. 3A, the Peters Township Indians in red visiting the Upper St. Clair Panthers in white. The push for the 2025 Penguins Cup playoffs continues here on TenbandTV, and it continues with both teams trying in a big way to play back into playoff form. The Panthers, coached by Dave Stock for the fourth year in a row, come in having dropped 3 of their last 4. The Indians, having ushered in the Chris Claxon era at Peters Township, have dropped 4 of their last 5. Peters Township coming off a very rare mercy roll loss at home to the reigning state champs from Pine Richland. USC saw last week's senior night festivities spoiled by next-door neighbor Mount Lebanon. For the Panthers, they're happy to have their captain, all-star Eli Rankin, back in the lineup. The senior forward coming in with 6 goals in his 7 games since rejoining the USC varsity squad, including 3 in his last 2. And he scored in the last meeting between these teams, a 3-1 Panther victory at Prinscape Arena on November 26th. Rankin, 31 in white, warming up somewhere in the mix off to our right, wearing that black Captain C for the host Panthers. For the Indians, Luca Maeda certainly enjoyed his All-Star Sunday. The Peters Township alternate captain wearing number 34 and warming up off to our left. He set up a couple of goals for the winning team, Team Reiko, in Sunday's All-Star game in Neville Township. Maeda scored the Indians' lone goal on the power play in the last meeting between these clubs back at the end of November. And he's got 5 goals, 6 points in 13 games overall entering this Thursday night. The 5 goals tied for the team lead on this rebuilding Peters Township squad. And even though the rebuild has gotten off to a tough start for Chris Claxon, even though the Indians sit last in the 11-team 3A classification entering Thursday, they can move, mathematically speaking, still as high as 3rd place if they win their remaining 5 regular season games, depending, of course, on a lot of help from other teams in the classification. More immediately, Upper St. Clair, with a regulation win tonight, can move potentially as high as 4th, or at least tie 4th place Thomas Jefferson in the points column. Upper St. Clair coming in at 6-7-1-1, good for 21 points. Peters Township coming in 4-9-0-2, good for 14 points. These teams met in last year's quarterfinal round, which proved to be the last victory in the coaching career, illustrious as it is, of Rick Tingle, an overtime win by Peters Township at Prinscape Arena. They also met the previous year in the Penguins Cup championship game at the Lemieux Complex in Cranberry, a game won decisively by the Indians for back-to-back titles at the time. Couple of All-Stars going to be between the pipes, we suspect, for both teams tonight. For the Upper St. Clair Panthers, their Iron Man, Owen Laurent, is expected to get the nod. For Chris Claxon's Indians, we expect to see Ethan Williams, who's been one of the bright spots in this tough season for Peters Township individually. Williams with a very fine showing in goal in the All-Star game on Sunday, the Class AAA contest, turning aside 12 of 13 shots, despite Team Church not getting the result. And aside from Ben Bala, his third period counterpart from Central Catholic, making 4 third period saves in that all-star game, Williams was otherwise the best performing goaltender in the event. Moments away from puck drop here in game number 2 of this Class 3A doubleheader. Peters Township, the visitor, Upper St. Clair, the home team, closing out their regular season series. The Indians, from their POV, certainly hoping they don't see the last of these Panthers as they try to climb back above the playoff line with 1 month left in the regular campaign. Before the game, we saw the Upper St. Clair staff do their routine game of chuck-a-puck that they do before warm-ups. And let's just put it this way. Dave Stock, as I found out, has the accuracy of Paul Skeens. Not that I pay attention to video game covers or anything. And indeed it is Owen Laurent in goal for the Panthers, 7-7 in 717 minutes of action, 277 goals against, 899 save percentage, 1 shutout. Ethan Williams among the AAA leaders in save percentage at 916, 265 goals against average, 1 shutout for him as well in 423 minutes of action, a 3-5-1 overall record for the Peters Township senior. Laurent in junior, and it is not Williams getting the start. It is Jack Fazio in an interesting move by Chris Claxon in goal for Peters Township to start the game. More on Fazio in a moment. USC wins the draw and moves the puck from right to left on your TV, computer, or mobile device to begin the nightcap. Maeda from his own corner defensively, pressured by Jacob Lilia and Luke Fisher. The USC seniors teaming up on him, but to no avail as Kevin Fisher, the Peters Township captain, gets it out to center for Matt Scuvart. Scuvart firing wide of Laurent. Scuvart from an angle. That caught a piece of the post as the Indians pick up the pace early here. Fisher content to dump this puck. A quick line change for the Panthers on the fly. Fisher under duress, deep in his own zone. Cam Caruso able to get it back to center for the Indians. Drew Lesak briefly entering the attacking zone for Upper St. Clair. Lesak, the alternate captain for the second consecutive season. A part of Dave Stock's leadership group. That fired just wide by Jackson Rose, the sophomore defenseman. Rose has been in and out of the Panthers lineup this season, but when he's in, he's a dangerous player. Lesak up to Rose. Rose hesitates and fires long and hard off of the blocker hand of Jack Fazio. Fazio, 1 win in 6 appearances this year. Essentially number 2 to Ethan Williams in 280 minutes of action. His counterpart, Owen Laurent, freezing the puck inside his crease. Fazio, a 309 GAA, 892 save percentage. And again, it's interesting considering how desperate the Indians are for points at this point of the season. You'd think they'd want to go with their number 1, but Williams, at least for the time being, getting a holiday. And Fazio, the backup, in there for the away team, Laurent cutting out that centering pass with his stick. Ryan Bonomo gets it to the Indians' blue line. To center, Blake Avancic toward goal. That went underneath the stick of Amir Al-Salani. Al-Salani and a couple of the Panthers skated a lot at this building over the summer. Got to see them in the Summer Prospect League that they run here at the Ice Castle, engineered by Tyler Murovich and his staff. Icing called against Peters Township. And interesting to see how competitive these young men are, even in the offseason. Low-key event like that. Lisak to take the draw against Skuvart. And this one belongs to Skuvart, but it's kept in the zone by Nevin Sinowski. Indians deflect it back through center. Justin Schuster, the sophomore blue liner, touches the puck, and we've got a penalty coming up here. Tripping indicated by this USA hockey crew. And it's Ian Tobin, the senior, getting sent to the box. And with 14:21 to go in a scoreless first period, Peters Township is going on the Penny Power Play. Penny is Pennsylvania's official healthcare marketplace. Visit Penny, PENNIE.com today to see if you qualify for enrollment, and follow them on social media at PennyPA. Skuvart's shot blocked by Sheegan and held by Laurent. USC controls this face-off, and they just barely get it back to center beyond the reach of Brendan Monco. Monco, a relative newcomer to the Indians varsity squad this season after playing a good bit of his youth hockey career with the Penguins Elite program. Fisher resets the Peters power play. 1:20 to go in the minor on Ian Tobin. Dylan Yealy with a steal. Yealy, a perennial scoring machine for the Panthers, and a penalty killing role here for Dave Stock as Maeda is taken down. He wanted a penalty, none forthcoming. Mucho from his own blue line, the alternate captain for the Panthers, sends it the length of the ice. Midway through the Penny power play for the Indians. Early in a scoreless game. Here comes Caruso up the left wing. Jacob Tear lays into Caruso. Troy Jones, the talented senior, to the point for Angelo Maeda. Maeda to the corner for Jacob Lawadi, the freshman. Jones from the corner on this Peters power play for Lawadi. Lawadi near corner, chased from behind by Mucho, plays it off a stick out in front. Panthers unable to clear. Good play there by Maeda, reaching back to keep it in the zone. Cole Newpaver returning to varsity hockey after a one-year absence for Peters Township. Lawadi from the corner. Final moments of this power play. Near side Caruso. Caruso fires through a crowd. Laurent the save. Deflects off the glass, and that'll do it. Tobin back to the USC bench. The team's back to five aside. Jones with it for the Indians. Jones down the middle. That shot was blocked by Mucho. Solani around the near boards. Ryan Sparra up to center for Bonomo. Newpaver. For Eric Schleiper. Lawadi gets it the rest of the way for Peters Township. Rankin not quite ready to take that pass, but finds it anyway. And it's stabbed back to center by Sparra. Bonomo deep into Indians ice. Sparra giving chase. He's bumped off the puck by Peters Township's Joey Sadowski, and the sophomore is unable to connect with John Rapepi up ahead of the play. USC Murphy dumping this puck deep into Peters Township ice. Schleiper one more time. Too heavy for Ivancic. Icing on the Indians. Upper St. Clair very efficient on the penalty kill this season, 85.5%, good for second in the 11-team AAA circuit. And they're 1 for 1 tonight as we remain scoreless. 11:15 to go, first period. Lisak, an erstwhile winner of the Ryan Malone Award given by the USC Club annually to the team's most improved player. Won that award in 2023. Flings it to the far corner. Schuster toward goal. Fazio the save and covers the rebound as emotions run high. Schuster, a very inspiring story as well. His father receiving an ALS diagnosis earlier this season, and the USC program essentially dedicating the rest of the season to Justin's father. Dylan Yealy on here for the Panthers to take this face-off. Tied with Lesak for the team lead in points with 12, and tied with 9 assists for the team lead in that column as well. Maeda defensively, the elder Maeda that is, plays it up to center. Schuster cuts it out before Tommy Dowden can get to it. Maeda drives the net with Dowden, but it's played just wide. Lilia camped out in front, sends the Panthers the opposite direction. Fisher toward Fazio, who nonchalantly plays it aside. Schuster resetting with defensive partner Mucho. Mucho takes the hit from Dowden after playing the puck. Near turnover there behind the net as Fazio was trying to get back into position. Panthers have it out in front. Fazio, the tough angle save. And he hangs on for the faceoff. Bonomo was buzzing. Bonomo had a very strong start to his regular season. 6 goals and 11 points in 10 games. Those 6 goals lead USC entering Thursday. Jackson Gostick, one of the Panther freshmen, takes this face-off, and he helps the Panthers win it. Plays it around the boards. Fisher, the first one on it for Peters Township. Lost it to Bonomo. Newpaver trying to win it back. Near side it comes to Lawadi. Lead pass to Caruso. Caruso around the boards. Newpaver dumps a man in the corner. That's Mucho. And he also dumps the man who tries to retaliate. That's Gostick. Panthers regain possession. Rankin reaches the right circle before he's knocked to the ice by Monco. Newpaver across the line. His shot blocked by Mucho. Good gap control by the USC blue liner. Shot from the high slot by Lawadi is held by Laurent. Lawadi, one of 5 freshmen on Chris Claxon's varsity roster. And it used to be in the Tingle era that it was very uncommon to see freshmen get meaningful minutes for this Peters varsity team. But within the last couple years, that has certainly changed with the emergence of some of the young players in their program. And of course, with all that senior talent graduated over the last couple of years, it really becomes almost a necessity to get some of these players started early. Lesak flings it toward goal. Fazio snatches it out of midair. Approaching the midpoint of this first period in Castle Shannon, no score. Lesak trying to tie up Chela Magna and weave that puck through his legs, but the Indians matriculate it back to center. Laurent going to elect to play it along to Al-Salani. Al-Salani under duress comes through to center. Up for Lesak. Lesak centering. Rose's shot blocked from behind. Angelo Maeda appeared to get a piece of that one. Al-Salani trying to fake out of Onsic. To the corner it comes to Eric Schleiper. Beyond the reach of Al-Salani. Laurent atop the crease, settles it down. Troy Jones, one of the 4 checkers on here for Peters Township. Jones, another one of those players who for his team has been in and out of the lineup the last couple of years, and when he does play, he's a presence out there. Interesting looking save there by Laurent as it bounced off his equipment and ultimately stayed out. Up to Scuvart. Scuvart firing high and wide. Scuvart with a pair of game-winning goals for the Indians this season. Prado shrugs off the check from Schuster. Fisher behind his own net for Sheegan. Yealy played that one a bit too far. Prado defensively for Peters Township uses the boards to get it back into Upper St. Clair ice. Schuster now paired with Sheegan defensively here as Fisher can't take that lead pass. And Fazio's not going to take any chances with exactly 7 minutes left in a scoreless first period. Newpaver leading it to Caruso. Caruso taken off the puck by Lilia. Indians regain possession. Laurent makes the save on the backhander by Newpaver. That might be Laurent's best stop of the young night. Rankin off his own bench. Newpaver plays it back into his own zone for Fisher. Mucho left circle. Ducks around the check by Fisher. For Rankin. Rankin dispossessed. Gostick and the Panthers have to go fetch. This outlet pass too heavy for Bonomo, icing on USC as time winds down in the first. Shayla Magna, another varsity debutante this season for Chris Claxon, taking that face-off that Upper St. Clair ultimately wins and sends back in on Fazio. Fazio taking his time to cover. LaMagna's first goal, in fact, coming in his first home game against North Allegheny. LaMagna takes another one, and again, the Panthers control this puck. Quinn Caslin to the corner. Rose giving chase for USC. Rose drawing the double team. Monco putting him into the glass. Fisher plays it to the far boards. Fisher up the left wing now for the Indians. He's dumped by Lisak. Olsolani under pressure from Avancic. He'll try one more time. Lisak takes a hit from Avancic as he plays it back through center. Monco unable to connect with LaMagna. Nico Gallardini lost sight of that puck. Avancic getting it deep. Indians changing on the go. Final 5 minutes of this first period. Nothing across for either side in this Class 3A South Hills battle. Caslin on goal. Fazio keeps it moving. Olsolani to Lisak. Lisak one-on-one gets around Sadowski. Didn't have a clear shooting space, however. Drops it back for Schuster. Behind the net for Yealy. Sadowski trying to clear the zone. Fisher on the half wall, pinching. Dowden lost it to Yealy. Yealy out in front. Good job by Angelo Maeda to tie up his man. That was Lilia. Shot through a crowd there by Sheegan. That's stopped by Fazio. Fisher to the rebound. Yealy has it one more time on the backhand. Lilia, he's stopped by Fazio again. And this time Fazio is going to hang on to that puck with 4 minutes left. Wholesale changes for both teams before this face-off. Gostick wins the face-off. Bonomo forcing the loud save from Fazio. And the Peters Township senior weathering a bit of a recent storm as this puck is sent out of play. March and Taylor, our USA Hockey officiating crew, pulling double duty at Ice Castle this evening, and they get us back to action with the Panthers winning yet another faceoff. Fazio watches it go by for icing. Luca Maeda to take the draw against Gostick. Gostick continuing to dominate the dot. Rankin up to Bonomo. Bonomo over the line for USC. Off the stick of Jake Schleiper to the corner. Bonomo briefly regained possession, but Jake Schleiper took it away. Rankin turning it over to Skuvart. Skuvart with some space. The space closes quickly. Pass for Maeda. He's stopped at the far post by Laurent. Bonomo left wing. Into the glove of Fazio, and there is no rebound. Fazio, we told you about his lone victory this season. Came back on December 3rd at home against Bethel Park. 21 saves. Only one appearance since. And penalties forthcoming here. Another tripping call with 2:49 to go in the first. And again, the Indians are going to the penny power play. Owen Mucho will feel shame for 2 minutes and then get free. Peters Township, middle of the pack thereabouts on power play conversion rate this year, 20.5%, pardon me. Good for 7th. In Class 3A, Laurent makes one save and then another before Jackson Rose tries to get the clear, but he can't. Good play there by Caruso. Up to Newpaver. And finally, Rose able to finish the job. Peters Township resets late in the scoreless first period, 5 against 4. Maeda interrupted by Lisak to the corner. Luca Maeda shoved off that puck by Jackson Rose. Maeda slow to get up behind the USC goal. And he's looking right at this crew for a call. Hook on the hands of Caruso. Oh, Panthers might have gotten away with that one. Lisak, in any event, unable to shoot that puck. Midway through this penny power play to the Indians. Maeda outletting for Monco. Monco to Caruso. Newpaver through McFeely's legs. Adam McFeely on here for the Upper St. Clair penalty kill. And clearing the zone is Fisher. 35 left in the minor on Mucho. Angelo Maeda off a stick, I should say. That of Fisher. Indians have to regroup as they change specialists here. Time for one last rush, maybe. Rapepi stood up by Schuster. Al-Solani behind his own net. takes the hit. A frustration hit there by Angelo Maeda, who has this puck, dropping for Jones, and from point blank he's stopped by Laurent. Just as the power play expires, Angelo Maeda on goal. Stick save there by Laurent. Indians with a couple of good cracks at the All-Star right at the end of that power play, but the junior will have none of it. Bonomo tied up by Eric Schleiper as USC ices the puck with 35 ticks to talk in the first. Another fine job of damage control by the Panthers. 2 for 2 tonight on the penalty kill. Newpaver wins it to Schleiper. Schleiper off the skate of Yealy and right to Rankin. Rankin tries the home run pass to Bonomo, but it's cut out by Angelo Maeda. Out in front it comes one more time. Newpaver flags it down. Can't get it out though. Mucho from the edge of the circle. That deflected wide. 10 seconds left. Rankin flings it to the opposite boards. Bonomo stood up by Angelo Maeda. Still loose in front. Bonomo fighting for it. Maeda with the clear as the buzzer sounds. The first period here at the Ice Castle ends in a stalemate. Peters Township Indians nothing, Upper St. Clair Panthers nothing. I'm Matt Popchock, and you're watching PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV. The push for the 2025 Penguins Cup playoffs continues, presented by Kevin's Pharmacy.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Tonight's second game brought to you by Kevin's Pharmacy. Why is it brought to you by Kevin's Pharmacy? Because Kevin's Pharmacy is quite literally right across the street from where we are. And in fact, they take great care to treat you like family and do their very best to be there for you in every way possible. That's because Kevin's Pharmacy is a family, a literal family. Dr. Kevin Ivansic and his family have owned and operated Kevin's Pharmacy since 2006, and they're ready to give you personalized health care you can't get elsewhere, from online refills to free medicine and grocery delivery. Stop in at 799 Castle Shannon Boulevard, again, right across the street from Ice Castle, or visit kevinspharmacy.com for a complete list of services. Matt Popchock back here at the Ice Castle. First period shots on goal, Upper St. Clair 11, Peters Township 8. Where it counts, Panthers nothing, Indians nothing. Second period action is a go. Lisak had that taken away by Fisher. Sheegan through center, dropping for Lisak. Lisak, Monco taking one for the team. Luka Maeda off the outstretched glove hand of Sheegan. Jones ducking around the check. Plays it to the corner. Sheegan around the boards, but gave it away to Luka Maeda. Maeda, in turn, turned it over to Jackson Rose. Rose up to Gallardini. Gallardini over the attacking line for USC. Forces the save from Fazio. Panthers in the middle of a line change. Gostick to the corner. Unable to connect with Gallardini. Kept onside by Lisak. Long shift for him to start this middle frame. Rankin to the corner. Quinn Caslin intercepting at the right point. Behind the net for Rankin. Rankin to Gostick. Gostick on Fazio, who makes the save. Gostick gets the rebound. Chased to the corner by LaMagna. Caslin gets rid of it for Rankin. To Gostick, out in front for Bonomo, intended for Bonomo anyway. Picked out by Prado. Panthers cycling the puck well early in a scoreless second period. Solani behind the net. Tied up by LaMagna, the freshman. Rankin to the point. Solani couldn't handle it. That's a break for Peters Township. And the Indians catch another break as Bonomo is offside. Both these coaches finally able to make proper line changes before this puck drop. Yealy against Newpaver, and this one belongs to Newpaver. Lawati to Sadowski. Yealy over the line for USC. Lawati gets one more try. Picked off by Mucho in front of the visitors' bench. Near side is Schleiper. Jake Schleiper for Newpaver. Newpaver winding his way toward goal, and that save is made by Owen Laurent. Lilia up to Fisher. Fisher from distance, wide of goal. Jake Schleiper to Caruso. Caruso tried to center for Newpaver. Newpaver couldn't handle it. USC in transition. Yealy has McFeely going to the net. Tries to go there. McFeely deflects it out of play. McFeely just the one assist in 15 games this season. Very much a defensive defenseman, not known for scoring much, but nearly had the game's first goal there. Angelo Maeda uses the glass to his advantage. Sheegan on goal. Fazio had to be ready for that one. Sparra from the corner, out in front, bouncing off a couple of sticks. Ian Tobin took a crack at it. That shot is blocked. Good gap control by Scuvart. Maeda behind his own net. Angelo Maeda, that is, looking on as Caruso is tied up. Correction, Eric Schleiper breaking free for Peters Township defensively as the Panthers continue to fight for possession. Sparra near corner, gave it up to Jones. Jones unable to clear. Good keep by Sheegan. Sheegan for Tobin. Tobin on goal. I'll take that, thank you very much, says Jack Fazio. Four minutes into period two, not for nothing, we remain scoreless. Lisak trying to go forward off the faceoff. LaMagna standing his ground. Avancic, right wing. Looked at Repepi. Sends this puck behind the upper St. Clair net. Monco anticipating at left point, but has to go back to his own blue line to retrieve this puck. Rose trying to catch up to Kevin Fisher. Fisher unable to clear. Solani was camped out there on the far side. Repepi over the line for the Indians. Repepi backhands it on Laurent. Easy save for the junior, and Repepi is hit hard. Repepi shaken up behind the upper St. Clair goal line, but no worse for the wear as the Indians fight for possession. Repepi will yield to Caslin. Nico Gallardini plays it now for the Panthers. Gallardini 1 against 2, goes wide of goal, and Fazio will cover. 10 total shots on goal early in period 2. 8 belong to USC. But still unable to solve Jack Fazio, the backup goaltender for Peters Township. Rankin from the half wall. Cleared by the Indians. Prado doing the honors, but it's an icing call against Peters. Now again, the last meeting between these teams was a low-scoring affair. These teams at one point going 27 minutes roughly without any goals in the last meeting. Upper St. Clair scoring a pair in period 1 and hanging on for a 3-1 victory. So unsurprising that the rematch would be just as tight thus far. Sent out in front. Rankin couldn't take it. Indians try to get the transition game going. Here's Newpaver missing the target. Jacob Tear gets there before Lawadi does by a split second. Gostick over the line, 1 against 4. Gostick bumped off the puck by Newpaver. Caruso slips around Mucho to Lawadi. Lawadi from an angle, tries to center it. Good play there by Tear defensively. Turn over to Angelo Maeda. Gostick able to clear the zone for USC. Jake Schleiper sends it in behind the Panthers' cage. Mucho near side for Rankin. Rankin out in front. Good stick by Scuvart. Indians trying to follow the bouncing puck. Delayed offside against Upper St. Clair. Mucho gains center red and dumps it in. Gostick giving chase. Schleiper cuts him off. Sheegan and Schuster, the defensive pairing, resetting the play for the Panthers, and they are guilty of icing with 10 minutes till the ice cut. Indians win the draw. Jones on the half wall, harassed by Yealy. Jones resetting to Schleiper. Schleiper's shot blocked. Dylan Yealy through center for USC. Yealy to the corner. Knocked off balance by Angelo Maeda. Dangerous pass out in front, but nary a Panther there to take it. Luca Maeda with speed. Tied up by Schuster just in time. Lilia to Yealy. 2-on-1 for the Panthers. Yealy shooting, finds Meadow, but not mesh. And Yealy can't believe it. Fisher in the corner after the faceoff. And he muscles his way up to center. Fisher coming up the right wing boards, trying to get that puck the rest of the way for Peters Township. LaMagna and company with the dump in. Lead pass for Spara. Cut out by Monco. That goes off his glove and out of play. Yealy's just been snake bit lately. Just the 2 points, those 2 helpers at Franklin Regional in his last 7 games. November 18th, his last goal of any kind, even strength or otherwise. Inches away from giving the Panthers the lead as we approach the midpoint of this period and game. Upper St. Clair nothing, Peters Township nothing. Hand pass on the Panthers, face off. Or is it? No, it's a penalty against Monco. Brendan Monco, the Peters newcomer, being sent off here, and so the USC Panthers go to the penny power play for the first time tonight in the scoreless game. Upper St. Clair just 14.8% on the power play this season, 9th in AAA. Peters Township 5th on the penalty kill at 76.3%, and the Indians get this one back to center, and there goes said power play as Maeda, the alternate captain, was tied up at center. Interference, the indication, against Jackson Rose. 4-on-4 hockey to come for 1:53, barring further developments. And then the Indians technically get a power play, albeit for only 7 seconds. Off the draw, Maeda forcing the save from Laurent. Now let's see if the open ice opens things up a little bit here. Bonomo escorted into the boards by Fisher. Bonomo gets it back, trying to go to Rankin. Fisher back to center. Had Maeda up ahead of the play, nothing doing. Angelo Maeda near side, cross ice for Fisher. Fisher from the top of the circle on Laurent, and Laurent hangs on. And we were here for much of the preseason for the St. Margaret Fall faceoff, and at the time, the Upper St. Clair power play was absolutely lethal. They were really burning opponents on special teams, and it's ironic that they've struggled to this point with that group as Laurent covers once again. You know, sometimes preseason hockey can be very telling, and sometimes it cannot. Gallardini, in any event, to the corner for the Panthers. 1:10 to go on the 4-on-4. Jones. Cross ice to Fisher. Fisher taking his time to set up the Indians' attack. Near side Jones. Jones for Fisher. Fisher 1-against-3, fires on goal. Laurent makes the save. The rebound fanned on by Scuvart. Scuvart may be getting away with a slash there on Al Solani. Nonetheless, Laurent serves that puck up to Sheegan. Half a minute left in the 4-on-4. Dylan Yealy with some extra ice now for Gallardini. The pass just beyond his reach. Caruso trying to hook up with Angelo Maeda. Turnover in a dangerous spot there. Penalty coming up on the Panthers. An offensive zone penalty for that matter. And that'll drive any coach nuts. Elbowing, the call. Lisak to the sin bin. A 4-on-3 power play for a couple fleeting moments coming the way of the Peters Township Indians. And Chris Claxon trying to hastily gather his personnel here and get his X's and O's straight before this faceoff. Indians win it cleanly. To Caruso it'll come. To Schleiper. Schleiper to Caruso. Caruso to the corner for Jones. Jones misses the net. And the rebound comes all the way back to center. Jackson Rose hops right back on for the Panthers. So it's a conventional power play now for Peters Township. And Mucho gets to clear. A minute and a half to go in this penny power play for the Indians. Still no score, 6:20 remaining, second period. Maeda up the right wing. Maeda to Newpaver. Newpaver to Maeda on the half wall. Newpaver in the corner now. Resetting to Caruso. For Newpaver. Newpaver waiting and watching. Maeda from an angle. Off the crossbar. The near official immediately making the washout sign. We wondered for a hot second, but it was not to be. Chance for Newpaver right in front. He's denied by Laurent. Laurent's biggest save of the game. And Laurent will cover at the far post with 44 left in the man advantage. An old-fashioned goalie dole here in Castle Shannon. Scuvart against Fisher. Scuvart wins the faceoff. Lawadi to Fisher. Fisher too far for Lawadi. Ditto Scuvart. Avancic has it in the corner now for Peters Township. Up top to Monco. Monco couldn't take it. Panthers catch a break there. Final 20 of the penny power play. Avancic. Near side Scuvart. Scuvart for Fisher. Indians just having trouble getting organized here with Fisher applying pressure. And Upper St. Clair is going to kill off the rest of this power play. Lawadi across the line. Lawadi dispossessed by Gallardini. Indians try to keep the puck onside, but by inches could not. Back to equal strength with 4:45 till the ice cut. Lawadi sends it to the corner. Sheegan the first one there. Off the glass, beyond Fisher. Monco cleans it up. Too far for Lawadi. Gathered again by Sheegan. Off the stick of Lisak. Monco one more time. This time off the glass. Lawadi to Avancic. Pretty pass there. Avancic toward goal. Easy save for Laurent as we have a yard sale in USC territory. Avancic giving Sheegan a little what for after Sheegan knocked the stick out of his hands. LaMagna with another face-off win for Peters Township. Yeah, the Indians gradually getting better as this game goes on in the face-off circle. Gostick tried to drop it to Bonomo, taken over by Rapepi instead. Solani tied up along the boards. LaMagna hit from behind by Gostick. Rapepi wins the puck battle, but can't contain the puck. Bonomo off the skate of Schleiper. Bonomo behind the net. Rankin was calling for that puck. Bonomo instead goes to Gostick. It comes out to the near side. Rankin quickly reversing it to Gostick. Schleiper chasing it down defensively for the Indians. Around the boards, Caruso waiting for it. Caslin on the half wall. Tries to play for the Panthers and does so to Bonomo. Bonomo fires. Kick save by Fazio. Rankin the rebound. Fazio another save. It's loose. And somehow, some way, Jack Fazio kept that one from crossing the line. Officials trying to decide what to do about the clock operator error, and now the error has been corrected. Indians take another face-off. Jones up the left wing. trying to lead it from Maeda, who gets sandwiched by Mucho and Tear. Delayed offside is negated. Eric Schleiper reversing the play to Angelo Maeda right before he was hit. New paver, tied up by Rose. Rose shoves him to the ice as play continues. Jones, chased down by Gallardini, gets rid of that puck. And Laurent not going to take any chances. Final 2.5 of the second period. Still no score. Upper St. Clair at home trying to improve its playoff positioning. Peters Township over these next couple of weeks trying to stack points and climb above the playoff line. The Indians, a team that qualified for 15 consecutive semifinal rounds minimally under the leadership of Rick Tingle. Certainly an amazing feat for that or any other Pennsylvania program here in the West. Scuvart makes his move, fires on Laurent, and Laurent will give him nothing and like it. Laurent started that all-star game for Team Rayco, 9 saves on 11 shots faced on Sunday. And what's the discussion here? Angelo Maeda leaving the ice for Peters Township. And Kevin Fisher trying to get the explanation from this crew. Cliff Bumford, the Peters Township assistant coach, talking with officials. And Angelo Maeda appears to have been tossed. Why, we're not sure. Under 2 minutes to go in period 2. A major penalty on Angelo Maeda. So the Panthers not only get the penny power play for the second time tonight, but it is an extended power play. With a major penalty, for those unfamiliar with USA Hockey rules, players got to stay in the box. The team with a power play can score as many times as they can in that 5 minutes. Big turning point in this game for both teams, right before the ice cut. Daniel Kovac, the junior, is going to serve whatever the penalty is against the younger Maeda. Chris Claxon getting things straight with officials who were calling for one more Peters Township player to take the ice and take the face-off for that matter. Scuvart does. He wins it for the Indians. Fisher will send it up the boards, but not out. Rose above the circle. Comes to Lisak. Near side Bonomo. A major power play to the Panthers for the remainder of this second period. Cross ice goes Rankin to Bonomo. Taken away by Luca Maeda. Luca Maeda trying to generate a shorthanded breakaway. Good play there by Rose as he draws contact from Scuvart. Rose over the line. Goes to Alsolani. Alsolani lost the puck. Fisher trying the home run pass to Maeda. Maeda drew the penalty on Bonomo. That's twice tonight. And Maeda got a penalty shot. Oh my goodness. On a major penalty kill, the Peters Township Indians have earned a penalty shot. And I can count on one hand the number of times in my 20 years of doing this I've been able to speak that sentence. What developments late here in the second period. Luca Maeda in a scoreless game with the Indians killing off a major penalty has earned a penalty shot for the Peters Township Indians. Maeda looking for goal number 6 on the season to finally break the ice here at the Ice Castle. Officials had to adjust the net behind Laurent. That was what the delay was about. And here comes Luca Maeda. Maeda deliberately across the line toward goal. Score! Bow to your sensei! Luca Maeda converts the penalty shot with 4:22 to go on the major against younger brother Angelo. And lo and behold, it is 1-0 Peters Township. 1:20 to play, second period. Just when you think you've seen it all. The Panthers trying to get off the proverbial mat here before the buzzer. All Solani around the boards. Lisak near side. Bonomo with under a minute to play in the period. Lisak to Bonomo. Schleiper gets dumped behind the net. Indians coming after this puck. Lisak is run down by Caruso. Indians can't get the clear. Rose gloves it down to himself. Rose in the right circle. On goal save. Fazio. Rebound. Score! Eli Rankin nuzzles that nylon. And the Panthers tie it on the penny power play with 28.5 ticks to talk. His second goal in his many meetings with the Indians this season. His 7th overall and 3rd on the power play in just his 10th game of the 24-25 year. Think they missed him? Such a difference maker for USC. Eli Rankin ties it up on the extended power play. 1-1 the score with 15 left in the period. Gallardini with 3 seconds left has to hurry. That shot blocked by Eric Schleiper. And so at last we will cut the ice at the Ice Castle. In the immortal words of Ron Burgundy, that escalated quickly. A penalty shot goal shorthanded by Luca Maeda. A power play goal by Eli Rankin moments later. Peters Township Indians won. Upper St. Clair Panthers won after 2. I'm Matt Popchock. You're watching PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV. The push for the 2025 Penguins Cup playoffs continues, presented by Kevin's Pharmacy.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high-quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com. Paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Gonna get a pretty baby.
And it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show. The Penguins Cup Championship show. The Penguins Cup playoff show. And the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Brings it to the far corner. Schuster toward goal. Fazio the save and covers the rebound as emotions run high. That is, plays it up to center. Schuster cuts it out before Tommy Dowden can get to it. Maeda drives the net with Dowden, but it's played just wide. Near turnover there behind the net as Fazio was trying to get back into position. Panthers have it out in front. Fazio, the tough angle save. Shot blocked by Mucho. Good gap control by the USC blue liner. Shot from the high slot by Lawadi is held by Laurent. Jones, another one of those players who for his team has been in and out of the lineup the last couple years, and when he does play, he's a presence out there. Caruso taken off the puck by Lilia. Indians regain possession. Laurent makes a save on the backhander by Newpaver. Fisher to the rebound. Yealy has it one more time on the backhand. Lilia, he's stopped by Fazio again. And this time Fazio is going to hang on to that puck with Maeda. Interrupted by Lisak to the corner. Luka Maeda shoved off that puck by Jackson Rose. Net takes the hit. A frustration hit there by Angelo Maeda, who has this puck, dropping for Jones, and from point blank he's stopped by Laurent. USC in transition. Yealy has McFeely going to the net. Tries to go there. McFeely deflects it out of play. Near corner. Gave it up to Jones. Jones unable to clear. Good keep by Sheegan. Sheegan for Tobin. Tobin on goal. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Repepe over the line for the Indians. Repepe backhands it on Laurent. Easy save for the junior, and Repepe is hit hard. Repepe just in time. Lilia to Yealy. 2-on-1 for the Panthers. Yealy shooting. Finds middle, but not mesh. 3%, and the Indians get this one back to center, and there goes said power play as Maeda, the alternate captain, was tied up at center. Set up the Indians attack. Near side Jones. Jones for Fisher. Fisher 1 against 3, fires on goal. Laurent makes the save. The rebound fanned on by Scuvart. Half a minute left in the 4-on-4. Dylan Yealy with some extra ice now for Gallardini. The pass just beyond his reach. Trying to hook up with Angelo Maeda. Turnover in a dangerous spot there. Penalty coming up on the Panthers. An offensive zone penalty for that matter for Newpaver. Newpaver waiting and watching. Maeda from an angle. Off the crossbar. Making the washout sign. We wondered for a hot second, but it was not to be. Chance for Newpaver right in front. He's denied by Laurent. Fazio another save. It's loose. And somehow, some way, Jack Fazio kept that one from crossing the line. Indians take another face-off. Jones up the left wing, trying to lead it for Maeda, who gets sandwiched by Mucho and Tear. Scuvart makes his move, fires on Laurent, and Laurent will give him nothing and like it. Goes Rankin to Bonomo. Taken away by Luka Maeda. Luka Maeda trying to generate a shorthanded breakaway. Good play there by Rose as he draws. Goes to Al-Solani. Al-Solani lost the puck. Fisher trying the home run pass to Maeda. Maeda drew the penalty on Bonomo. That's twice tonight. Across the line, toward goal. Score! Bow to your sensei! The clear. Rose gloves it down to himself. Rose in the right circle. On goal save. Fazio. Rebound. Score! Eli Rankin nuzzle.
Thank you for calling calling Penny, PA's health insurance marketplace. How can I help you?
I need help paying my health insurance premiums.
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest costs on high quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with Pennsylvania taxpayer dollars.
Gonna get out, pretty baby. Gonna get out of this rocking chair.
Cross ice, and it comes back to Lucas Blows. Hey, rookie, welcome to the show, the Penguins Cup Championship show, the Penguins Cup playoff show, and the Thomas Jefferson Jaguars putting on a show.
Tell the boys and girls I just don't care.
Do you have a favorite leather couch or chair that's damaged? Has your car, boat, or RV's interior seen better days? Maybe your business's furniture or your private aircraft's interior could use a little love. You're probably thinking replacement is going to be expensive. And what happens to the damaged piece after you throw it out? Does it just end up in a landfill? It doesn't have to. Fiber New specializes in the restoration of leather, plastic, and vinyl. To get an estimate, connect with us today.
Ah, look at him, bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, climbing his way through the corporate rat race. We've all been there, focused on that next raise, promotion, chocolate bar. Keeping an eye on your health can be exhausting. Weight Loss Direct is a personalized wellness and weight loss program. We utilize an AI algorithm to determine your specific foods and match you with a real-life coach and an easy-to-follow meal plan so you could stay on track to success and health. Check out weightlossdirect.com to learn more.
Discover the heart of Pittsburgh at Mount Washington Shop and Save. At Mount Washington Shop and Save, we're more than just a grocery store. We're your neighborhood destination. From the freshest local produce to gourmet delights, we've got it all under one roof. Experience convenience, quality, and savings all in the heart of Mount Washington. Mount Washington Shop and Save, where Pittsburgh shops with a view. Shop smart, shop local, shop Mount Washington Shop and Save.
Thank you for calling Penny, PA's official health insurance marketplace. How can I help?
Would preventative care and screenings be an option?
You came to the right place. Penny gets you the lowest cost on high quality plans.
Enroll now at penny.com, paid for with
Loose change and I can't buy a thing. I'm like a songbird who never sings.
Kevin's Pharmacy takes great care to treat you like family, and they do their very best to be there for you in every way possible. That's because Kevin's Pharmacy is literally a family. Dr. Kevin Ivancic and his family have owned and operated Kevin's Pharmacy since 2006, and they're ready to give you personalized health care you can't get elsewhere, from online refills to free medicine and grocery delivery. Stop in right across the street, 799 Castle Shannon Boulevard, or visit kevinspharmacy.com for a complete list of services. Matt Popchock back here at Ice Castle in Castle Shannon for the second game of our PIHL Hockey Night Live doubleheader on TenbandTV, presented by our friends at Kevin's Pharmacy. After an ending to the second period that could be charitably described as chaotic, we still haven't decided a darn thing between these South Hills rivals. The Peters Township Indians won, the Upper St. Clair Panthers won. The Indians in the middle of a major penalty kill, earning a penalty shot vis-a-vis Luca Maeda. You heard that correctly, folks. And Maeda converting for his sixth goal of the year to make it 1-0 Peters. Captain Eli Rankin scoring for Upper St. Clair on the main advantage before the period expired to tie the game. Rankin's goal assisted by Al-Salani and Rose. Again, 8 points in just 10 games this year for Rankin, the PIHL All-Star. And we were still unable between periods to ascertain what exactly it was that sent Angelo Maeda from tonight's game. The best we can speculate at this point is abuse of officials. So Daniel Kovac continues to serve that major penalty for just over 3 more minutes. And the Panthers, who narrowly outshot the Indians 13-12 in period 2, will try to untie this game on the freshly cut ice of the trackside rink. Both teams looking to avoid back-to-back losses. Peters trying to inch their way closer to the playoff line. Third period goals as a team entering Thursday. It is Peters Township with 13 thus far this season, and Upper St. Clair with 12. Make of that what you will. Back to action here in the South Hills. Lisak to Bonomo. Panthers on the penny power play. Lisak at the edge of the circle, pressured by Luca Maeda. Maeda with goal number 6 on the season before Rankin answered with his 7th. Rankin not out here to begin the power play as Rose misses the net, and Rose got clipped up high. Regains his composure. Rankin actually is out there, I stand corrected, playing the left wing, but misplayed this puck back into his own zone. Dave Stock telling his captain to stay out there for the time being as Rose moves forward with the dump in. Rankin with a good keep off the glove to Rose, to Lisak. Lisak from the right circle. Toward goal, it's blocked. Bonomo trying to tee it up. He can't. Surrounded by red jerseys. Peters Township with the clear. 1:45 to go in the extended power play. Lilia, a rare goal scorer who had the game winner in the last meeting between these clubs, believe it or not. Drops it back for Rose. Near side for Yealy. Yealy chased by Caruso. Ditto Eric Schleiper. Gallardini on the half wall, trying to tie up this puck long enough to get it to Yealy. Al-Salani takes it instead up to Mucho. In the corner for Gallardini. To Al-Salani, near side Lilia, left wing circle. Yealy from goal line extended in front. Wraparound try, Fazio the save there on Al-Salani. Peters Township with another clear. Under 50 to go. Indians trying to limit the Panthers to just the 1 goal on this major power play. Gallardini Missing to the far post. Rose on goal. Fazio the save, and he's got the rebound. Nevin Sheegan unable to find the go-ahead goal. 28 to go in the penalty. Scuvart against Lisak. Two alternate captains going against each other for this face-off. Peters Township gets the win, but can't get the clear. Sadowski finally will. One last chance maybe for the Panthers on this man advantage. And Rose is going to take his time. So it looks like Peters Township will have mitigated the damage. And as the penalty time expires, we remain tied at 1. Follow-up shot by Rose is fanned on and denied with time to spare by Williams. Or by Fazio, excuse me. Jack Fazio getting the surprise start tonight in place of the regular number 1, Ethan Williams. Bonomo from above the blue line. That's saved by Fazio. Mucho keeps it inside the line, but not for long. Here's Troy Jones up for Luca Maeda. Maeda toward goal. Maeda wraps it around out in front. Nobody home. Panthers dodge a bullet there as Gostick gets it the length of the ice. Maeda trying to hurry it along to Jones. Turned it over to Gostick. Gostick out in front. Yealy couldn't take it. Slap shot from Tear goes out of play. And I remember in last year's playoff game, Tear, after Upper St. Clair had just tied, it actually hit the post very late in regulation. Panthers were literal inches from winning that game at Princecape Arena, but eventually Peters Township prevailing in overtime. Fisher plays it to the circle. Monco from his own corner, intended for Jones. Jones tied up, gives Sheegan a little whack as Laurent watches his defenseman play this puck. That's Schuster. Up it comes now to Gostick. Gostick chased down by Rapepi. Yealy hit up high by Monco. Monco hacking and whacking. Schuster keeps it in the zone, floats it on goal. Fazio the save. Sunday, a special edition of PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV. Beginning at 5 p.m., Chartiers Valley celebrating Senior Recognition Night right around the block at the Mount Lebanon Ice Center. A senior recognition ceremony followed by an exhibition game against one of the co-tenants of the Ice Castle, the Carrick Cougars. Again, Sunday at 5 o'clock here on TenbandTV. Lawadi behind the net, intended for Fisher. Fisher tied up by Caslin. 5 minutes into period 3, still tied at 1. Monco at center. Lilia takes away that puck. Newpaver takes a hard hit there on the glass from Rose. Rose is just absolutely fearless for an underclassman. He plays with a lot of purpose. Lilia over the line, dropping for Rose, who nicks it off the glove hand of Fazio and out of play. Our next proper edition of PIHL Hockey Night Live, if you will be Monday, also from the Mount Lebanon Ice Center, a standalone edition of the program as the Mount Lebanon Blue Devils host their co-tenants, the South Fayette Lions, in Class 3A action. Awaiting confirmation as to whether or not that will be South Fayette's senior night. More on that later. 7:10 puck drop in any event Monday night on TenbandTV. Caruso around the boards. Shayla Magna battling for this puck in the corner. Dowden was in the thick of that battle as well, which the Panthers won, but they have to retrieve it now behind their own net. Rankin, who tied the game for Upper St. Clair in the final minute of period 2, deflects this puck in on Fazio off the boards. Turn over to Mucho. Mucho on goal. Oh, what a deflection play there, and Fazio somehow got across to read it and make the save. That's not just a goalie goal, it's a backup goalie goal. Chris Claxton's number 2 man really holding his own here tonight in enemy territory. Schuster to the far corner. Jones over the line. Tried to go to Newpaver. Sheegan got a piece of that centering pass. Maeda from the boards. Newpaver around a man. Sheegan stuck with him. Give him credit. Lisak, cross ice. Jake Schleiper beyond the reach of Jones. Final 10 minutes of regulation. We remain tied. Lisak to an open Bonomo, but Bonomo couldn't take it. Sadowski off the visitors' bench. And off one of this USA Hockey crew as well. Al-Salani deep in his own zone, up to Bonomo. Lisak, 1 against 2 over the line. From long range, Fazio from his knees makes that save. Rose against Skuvart. Rose taps it to the corner. Fisher tied up by Jackson Rose, but Avancic has the puck for the Indians. Lawadi hits the brakes. Lawadi from the high slot, missing off the glass. Al-Salani sails it back to center. Fisher there one more time for Peters. Kaslin turning it over to Avancic. Indians. Oh, heady play there by Fisher to keep the play onside. Skuvart knocked off the puck by Kaslin. Kaslin with it one more time, still unable to get it out of danger. Jacob Lilia up the left wing for USC. Fazio snatches it and settles it down. Fisher goes down behind his own net as the Indians come back 3 men strong. Avancic to Lawadi. Lawadi to Avancic on goal. Laurent got a piece of it. And there is no rebound. Approaching the midpoint of period 3. Peters Township 1, Upper St. Clair 1. We told you it's the push for the playoffs, and certainly has the tension, if not the intensity, of a playoff game. Gostick over the line. Schleiper around the boards to Caruso. Who's going to get there first? Jacob Teruel. Fazio settles it down for Schleiper. Schleiper nearly turned it over to Yealy. Now he'll backhand it back towards center. Panthers keep it on side. Rankin and company. Here they come. Rankin out in front. Well, one too many passes there, I think, by USC. Rapepi dancing around Mucho. Rapepi, cross ice, off the side of the net. Indians fans thought they had themselves a goal, but Caruso couldn't hit the target. Counterattacking is Rankin. Rankin from an angle. Wide. Icing on the Indians. 7:35 left. Caruso just the 1 goal this season in his 9th appearance, tonight inclusive. And he is audibly upset as the Indians change lines before this face-off. Schuster and Sheegan, the defensive pairing for Dave Stock. They get this puck deep for USC. Lisak deep in the Indian zone. To the corner it'll come. Jake Schleiper intercepted by Lisak. Newpaver taps it up to Jones. Jones had Maeda near side, Maeda offside. Skuvart taking the face-off against Spara. Skuvart wins it cleanly. Avancic for Jake Schleiper. Alsalani near corner. Alsalani pressured from behind by Skuvart. Sadowski retreating. Spara with it for the Panthers. His shot blocked by Jake Schleiper. Lawadi follows the puck through center. Alsalani defensively for USC. Oh, he leaves Skuvart in something of a vapor trail there. Skuvart, fortunately for his sake, seems to be okay after going into the boards. Time ticking away in period 3, still looking for a go-ahead goal, both these teams. Newpaver, 1 against 3. Newpaver unable to split the defense. Newpaver has it one more time. He's stood up by Kaslan. Newpaver gets it back. Burial! Cole Newpaver gives the Indians the lead with 5:55 to go in the third. And don't ever play Lady of Spain again. Newpaver's 5th of the season. He fought back for possession of that puck and just blistered it past Laurent. And the Indians go up late. Maeda to the corner. Tear defensively for Rankin. Rankin from the half wall. Just wants to get it through center and out of harm's way. Fazio hurrying the play along. Yealy on top of that puck for the Panthers. Behind the net for Gostick. Gostick looking for a backdoor play there. None to be found. Jones near side trying to hook up with Maeda. That pass too strong. Mucho in transition. Cross ice for Rankin. Rankin for Yealy. Yealy in the right circle. Dispossessed by LaMagna. Maeda at center. Up for Monco. Monco toward goal, and Laurent made the save, didn't know where the rebound was. Turnover, and it's put just wide by Rankin. And that puck going into the Peters Township bench, and Chris Claxon immediately asking everyone if they're all right. Well, what started out as nearly a very dangerous giveaway by the goaltender Fazio turned into an equally dangerous scenario with the puck careening toward the Peters Township coaching staff. But again, it seems that no harm was done. Schuster gets it as far as the Indians' blue line. Rapepi sending it into the upper St. Clair zone. Off the partition, it'll come to Jackson Rose. Schuster unable to keep it in the zone, excuse me. Icing on the Indians with 4:11 on the third period clock. Peters Township 2, Upper St. Clair 1. Cole Newpaver playing in game number 8 this season. Goal number 5 for the junior. Four for Newpaver in his last 4 games. He's starting to heat up for Peters Township. Solani and Tear paired out here defensively as Gostick leads the attack for the Panthers. The freshman trying to center it for Rankin, but he was too well marked. Rankin forces the turnover. Gostick pinned immediately by LaMagna. Prado in the corner. And this will not quite be icing. Solani unable to buy himself the call. Lawadi hacking and whacking at Jacob Tear. Tear able to get it outside the zone nonetheless. Sadowski playing keep away with Gostick in the corner. Avancic up to center. Final 3 of period 3. Indians up by a goal. Solani playing it near side. Dave Stock hurrying some fresh players out there. Centering pass, but nobody there to take it. Off the stick of Rankin, who gets rocked behind the net by Sadowski. Newpaver. Chased by Rose. Newpaver goes down in the neutral zone. Bonomo counterattacking for the Panthers. Bonomo forcing the save from Fazio. We shall keep an eye on the net to our right as this faceoff comes to Fazio's left. Indians send it to the corner. Turnaround shot off a body. Monco working with Newpaver, and Fisher gets it back to center. Fisher with speed over the line. Mucho takes this puck for USC as Fisher was hit. Fisher from his knees trying to play it for the Indians. Newpaver into the zone. Newpaver trying to set up Scuvart. Correction, Jones. Jones knocked down by Bonomo, and that's going to be a penalty. Bonomo getting overzealous as he sent Troy Jones to his backside with exactly 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Peters Township, leading by a goal, goes on the penny power play. Upper St. Clair 4 for 4 on the PK tonight. And timeout is called. Bonomo in the box. Peters Township 2, Upper St. Clair 1 with time ticking away in regulation. Again, coming in, Upper St. Clair, 21 points, sitting in the number 7 spot entering Thursday. Peters Township with 14 points in the AAA basement, but with opportunities to gain ground and move as high as 3rd in AAA before the season is over, pending other results, of course. Panthers, if they can find a way to steal this one, can move conceivably as high as 4th, or failing that 5th. North Allegheny and South Fayette, the 2 teams just ahead of USC, entering tonight. And again, we will see South Fayette on TenbandTV this approaching Monday, taking on first place Mount Lebanon. The Blue Devils already have officially clinched a Penguins Cup playoff berth. Newpaver against Rankin. Indians win the faceoff. And they're just trying to be smart with this puck. And did the Panthers draw a penalty? Yes, they did. My goodness, right off the faceoff. Laurent can come off for the extra skater. Delayed penalty coming up against the Indians. Sheegan up to Rankin. Rankin poke checked by Fisher. The near official still with that arm raised. And now Fazio will settle it down with 1:27 left in regulation. And it's the captain, Fisher, who gets the gate. Tripping the call. And so now both coaches have used their timeouts. Four on four the rest of the way, potentially 5-on-4 if Dave Stock pulls Laurent. Had all kinds of unusual circumstances in this one. Again, in period 2, Angelo Maeda getting ejected. Peters Township on an extended penalty kill, earning a penalty shot. A very rare occurrence there under the circumstances. Luca Maeda scoring to give the Indians the lead before eventually Eli Rankin scored on the man advantage for the Panthers. Only goal of period 3 by Cole Newpaver, the Peters Township junior. But now 4-on-4 hockey at least for the remainder of regulation, barring further penalties. Open ice for both these teams to work with. Panthers need a goal to keep this thing going. And unsurprisingly, the dynamic duo out there. Yealy and Rankin, the two gifted seniors. Newpaver takes another faceoff. Wins another faceoff, but controlling the puck is Sheegan for Rose. Rose fires wide of goal. Net empty down to our right. Panthers skating 5 against 4. Lisak put it off the body of Caruso. Another penalty forthcoming. Holding the indication, Yealy flips the puck to the corner in disgust. Well, so much for the 4-on-4, or the 5-on-4 for that matter. Laurent will return to the net. Lisak will go off with 1:11 remaining. So again, it becomes a penny power play for the Peters Township Indians after all that. Rose behind his own net to Sheegan. Final minute of regulation. Newpaver knocked down. He gets up slowly. Laurent off for the extra man. Sheegan in the corner. Rose is hit. Trying to chase down this puck. Had his stick knocked out of his hands by Newpaver. Play continues. Caruso eyeing this puck. Rankin has positioning on him. Half a minute left. Rankin up the right wing. Rankin dropping for Sheegan. Near side, Rose from an angle. That went wide. Sheegan keeps it in. 20 to go. Rose near corner. Rose up top to Sheegan. Sheegan's shot blocked by Jones. 8 seconds left. 7, 6, 5. Time's gonna run out. That's it, and that's all. Hockey hugs for Jack Fazio His second win of the regular season, a 33-save masterpiece, withstanding a very game effort from the Upper St. Clair Panthers. But it is the visitors who return to the win column. Peters Township 2, Upper St. Clair 1. Thank you, executive producer Todd Kazarowski. Thank you, Finn Kazarowski on camera. And thank you for watching and listening. Once again, we will be coming to you Sunday and Monday from the Mount Lebanon Ice Center for Chartiers Valley Senior Night and Mount Lebanon versus South Fayette, respectively. Sunday's broadcast beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern Time and Mondays at 7:10. Until then, I'm Matt Popchock, and that's all she wrote from Castle Shannon. Again, the Indians take this one over the Panthers by a final score of 2-1. You've been watching PIHL Hockey Night Live on TenbandTV, the push for the 2025 Penguins Cup playoffs, presented by Kevin's Pharmacy.
Loose change and I can't buy a thing. I'm like a songbird who never sings. Holy rollers to my left and my right. Loose change and I can't buy a thing. I'm like a songbird who never sings. Holy rollers to my left and my right.
Brings it to the far corner. Schuster toward goal. Fazio the save and covers the rebound as emotions run high. Schuster, that is, plays it up to center. Schuster cuts it out before Tommy Dowden can get to it. Maeda drives the net with Dowden, but it's played just wide. Near turnover there behind the net as Fazio was trying to get back into position. Panthers have it out in front. Fazio, the tough angle save. Shot blocked by Mucho. Good gap control by the USC blue liner. Shot from the high slot by Lawadi is held by Laurent. Jones, another one of those players who for his team has been in and out of the lineup the last couple years, and when he does play, he's a presence out there. Caruso taken off the puck by Lilia. Indians regain possession. Laurent makes the save on the backhander by Newpaver. Fisher to the rebound. Yealy has it one more time on the backhand. Lilia, he's stopped by Fazio again. And this time Fazio is going to hang on to that puck with Maeda. Interrupted by Lisak to the corner. Luca Maeda shoved off that puck by Jackson Rose. Net takes the hit. A frustration hit there by Angelo Maeda, who has this puck, dropping for Jones, and from point blank he's stopped by Laurent. USC in transition. Yealy has McFeely going to the net. Tries to go there. McFeely deflects it out of play. Near corner. Gave it up to Jones. Jones unable to clear. Good keep by Sheegan. Sheegan for Tobin. Tobin on goal. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Repepi over the line for the Indians. Repepi backhands it on Laurent. Easy save for the junior, and Repepi is hit hard. Repepi just in time. Lilia to Yealy. 2-on-1 for the Panthers. Yealy shooting. Finds middle, but not mesh. 3%, and the Indians get this one back to center, and there goes said power play as Maeda, the alternate captain, was tied up at center. Set up the Indians' attack. Near side Jones. Jones for Fisher. Fisher 1 against 3. Fires on goal. Loretz the save. The rebound fanned on by Scuvart. Half a minute left in the 4-on-4. Dylan Yealy with some extra ice now for Gallardini. The pass just beyond his reach. Trying to hook up with Angelo Maeda. Turnover in a dangerous spot there. Penalty coming up on the Panthers. An offensive zone penalty for that matter for Newpaver. Newpaver waiting and watching. Maeda from an angle. Off the crossbar. Making the washout sign. We wondered for a hot second, but it was not to be. Chance for Newpaver right in front. He's denied by Laurent. Fazio another save. It's loose. And somehow, some way, Jack Fazio kept that one from crossing the line. Indians take another face-off. Jones up the left wing, trying to lead it for Maeda, who gets sandwiched by Mucho and Tear. Scuvart makes his move, fires on Laurent, and Laurent will give him nothing and like it. Goes Rankin to Bonomo. Taken away by Luca Maeda. Luca Maeda trying to generate a shorthanded breakaway. Good play there by Rose as he draws. Goes to Alsolani. Alsolani lost the puck. Fisher trying the home run pass to Maeda. Maeda drew the penalty on Bonomo. That's twice tonight. Across the line, toward goal. Score! Bow to your sensei! The clear. Rose gloves it down to himself. Rose in the right circle. On goal save. Fazio. Rebound. Score! Eli Rankin. Left wing circle. Yealy from goal line extended in front. Wraparound try. Fazio the save there on Alsolani. Peters. Rose on goal. Fazio the save, and he's got the rebound. Nevin Sheegan unable to find the line, but not for long. Here's Troy Jones up for Luca Maeda. Maeda toward goal. Maeda wraps it around out in front. Nobody home. Yealy hit up high by Monco. Monco hacking and whacking. Schuster keeps it in the zone. Floats it on goal. Fazio the save. Sunday. Turnover to Mucho. Mucho on goal. Oh, what a deflection play there. And Fazio somehow got across to read it and make the save. Come back 3 men strong. Avancek to Lawadi. Lawadi to Avancek on goal. Laurent got a piece of it. And there is no rebound. Repepi dancing around Mucho. Repepi cross ice off the side of the net. Indians fans thought they had themselves a goal. Accepted by Lisek. Newpaver taps it up to Jones. Jones had Maeda near side, Maeda offside. Newpaver has it one more time. He's stood up by Caslin. Newpaver gets it back. Burial! Caslin. Newpaver gets it back. Burial! Cole Newpaver gives the Indians the lead. Rebound was. Turnover, and it's put just wide by Rankin. And that puck going into the Peters Township bench, and Chris Claxon immediately asking everyone if they're all right. It's by Rose. Newpaver goes down in the neutral zone. Bonomo counterattacking for the Panthers. Bonomo forcing the save from Fazio. Newpaver into the zone. Newpaver trying to set up Scuvart. Correction, Jones. Jones knocked down by Bonomo, and that's going to be a penalty. Bonomo get off the body of Caruso. Another penalty forthcoming. holding the indication. Yealy flips the puck to the corner in disgust. Panthers. But it is the visitors who return to the win column. Peters Township 2, Upper St. Clair 1.